All right, Jalen, you take a look at this Churubusco team. They've had success that we've seen in the past. What is it about this Busco team that has you excited heading into this season?
There's definitely a desire to win. Lots of people on the outside think that we can't do it. I know all the guys, the community, but especially the community is really anxious about this year, and I know they're going to get behind us, and it makes it that much easier every night if you have the support of the locals. And I know we are very confident that we can win that first sectional championship and even more.
When you take a look at what you have personnel-wise, what are going to be some of the biggest strengths in terms of X's and O's and in terms of what you throw out there on the court on a given Friday night?
I'm going to struggle to find another two-way that can match up with our backcourt. With me, Dakota Barkley, and Luke Foote, that 1, 2, 3, I'm really looking forward to playing with that. This will be the first time, when I've been in high school, I've really played with a knockdown shooter like Luke Foote, a guy who can really space the floor. Then you have a big in Dakota Barkley. Well, not a big, a bigger guard in Dakota Barkley who can pretty much do everything. He led the second in the conference in scoring last year and led the conference in rebounding, from a guard position. So, they're going to make life a lot easier on me when I can utilize them and take some of the pressure off.
What are some of the things that you and obviously your dad bring to this program that may be similar or different to what we've seen in Busco in the past?
I think the only real difference is just a mentality. I've played against the city schools for 3 years. We've beat some of them. I've won 2 sectional championships and with some very good teams at Canterbury, but just being a part of those teams, I have some experience from there, which, 6 years ago, Canterbury never won a sectional championship, and now you're at 5. So all it takes is to get one, and I think I can just help get over that hump of not being able to win in the postseason. And like I said, once you get one, then they just keep coming.
Like going forward for this Busco program?
I like the fact that we're trying to get the ball out and run, and I feel like that's going to put some pressure on a lot of the defenses in the conference and even deeper into the sectional, and I think it's going to help us a lot.
You guys have a lot of talent on the perimeter. How does that set you guys up for the type of success you want to have?
Well, like you said, we are very perimeter oriented, and we're gonna struggle a little bit on the inside, but we've definitely got some size. It's not that we only perimeter guys, but we've definitely got some guys that can shoot the ball, and when they're open and even when they're not open, we've got some guys that can make plays.
What are some of the similarities and differences we'll see between what we've seen in the past and what we've seen with Coach Paul now?
Well, like you said earlier, we're gonna want to get the ball out and run, which we haven't really done much in the past, but other than that, everything's not real different. We still want to focus on the fundamentals as shooting the ball well, defense is major key.
Well, obviously we like to play fast. Anybody that's watched our programs over the years, we like to get up and down the floor and we like to shoot the basketball. Now, what I'm trying to get across to them is there's a difference between a shot and a good shot, and we have to work on that. We're not just going to come down and just fire all over the place, but we're going to play fast, and we're going to allow our shooters to shoot the basketball because I believe that shooters can be robots, and if they're open, they have to shoot the basketball. So we're going to do that, and we're going to really rely on those 3 seniors that I know Jalen talked about with Jalen and Luke Foote and Dakota Barkley to carry this team.
When you take a look at your transition from Division I women's college basketball now to Indiana high school basketball, what are some of the similarities and differences? And how much do you have to change what you do, or is it based off personnel?
Well, obviously it's based off, every year's based off personnel, but I don't really have to change too much because, one of the things we did over there was we coached basketball. We didn't coach girls basketball or women's basketball. A lot of the sets that we ran were NBA sets simply because of the shot clock. So a lot of those sets we're going to carry over and we're going to run, over here at Churubusco. So, the only difference is sometimes when you're running a back screen, you'll throw the ball to the rim as opposed to a bounce pass. But it'll still be the same. It'll still be fundamentally sound basketball. We'll tweak it a little bit and see if we can guard somebody. We got to figure out how to sit on and guard somebody. But for the most part, basketball is basketball.
For you, how important is it when you're in a program for the first year to kind of put your footprint on what you want to do and what you want this program to be, not only this season, but long term as well?
Well, I think it's important right away that they understand that we're here to win. And I didn't take this position just to take the position. We've got enough talent to win basketball games and win a sectional title and go further. Obviously that's our goal. I don't feel like I need to come in and just put a footprint on anything other than getting them to understand that you know, football is really, really big at Churubusco. You know, whenever you talk about Churubusco, you hear football, football. And nobody's a bigger fan of them than myself. You know, I think Coach Sade does a great job. But I want it to be basketball and football, not just football, and I think that's what this group can do.